Thomas and Mrs. Hughes, shall we? Thomas was, without a doubt, one of the best developed characters in the series. He slowly transformed from the villain into a fan favorite, and we are so happy he was given the happily ever after he deserved. As for Mrs. Hughes, well, she is absolutely my favorite character from the series, and I wish there were more scenes with her where she is happy. In this deleted scene from Season 1, Mrs. Hughes asks Thomas to open a window. He looks at her like she isn't the one to give him orders, but does what she says in the end. As Mrs. Hughes says, it's okay, he can open the window without calling the police.
I suppose I can't ask for a window to be opened without your calling the police.
The next deleted scene features Robert Crawley and Edith. Robert loves all of his children, there's no doubt about that. But if we're being completely honest with you, we have to admit that he often underestimated Edith. He was supportive of Lady Mary, but Edith was, in his eyes, someone who will fail eventually. In this deleted scene that should have been kept, at least according to most fans, viewers can see Edith and her father discussing the death of Patrick and how terribly sad they feel following his death. The two share a hug when Robert tells Edith how much they loved Patrick. Edith then tells her father he should do what feels is right, adding that she, Mary, and Cibil will manage. The moment they hold each other's hands is so tender and beautiful. Don't you guys think so? But there's one issue with this scene. In fact, the issue most fans complain about is Patrick. You see, we all assume the Crawleys knew Patrick Crawley quite well. I mean, they would have certainly remembered his height and face, right? So why didn't they see that Patrick Crawley in Season 2 was someone else pretending to be Patrick? This was, according to most fans, the worst episode of the series because of the storyline with a fake Patrick. What did you guys think of it? Nonetheless, they should have left the scene with Robert and Edith because it really is one of the most beautiful father-daughter moments in the series. It would have been nice to see this side of Edith in the first installment. Interestingly enough, the scene was included in the American version, but it was a bit altered. In the American version, Edith doesn't mention Mary, she just holds hands with her father. The following deleted scene is from Season 2. In it, we're seeing Mr. Carson asking Anna to basically keep her mouth shut about him taking the food leftovers, because, as he says, when Mr. Robert makes donations or charities, he doesn't like notice to be taken of it. Since Anna is a sweetheart, he has no reason to worry. A lot of fans think the creators were right not to use this scene, because, as they say, if Carson caught one of the other servants stealing food like he was, he'd have them fired.
When I was collecting that food earlier for his lordship, well, I hope you didn't feel the need to mention it to anybody.
We don't have a deleted scene with Alan Leach's character Tom Branson, but we do know that he was initially planned to appear for just 3 episodes. Luckily, he stayed for the whole ride. Next, we have the fan favorite Daisy and William. In this beautiful scene, William shows off his new dancing moves to Daisy, when all of a sudden, he makes a mess in the kitchen, and Mrs. Patmore panics, yelling at them as expected.
Whatever will they think of next?
They'll think there's a hyena loose in my kitchen.
We also know that you need to smash that like button if you haven't done it already. Okay, seriously. The next scene we have is from Season 4. In it, we're seeing Mrs. Patmore going to Mrs. Hughes and protesting. She says she asked for a self-raising flower. She was serious, and she is obviously frustrated because she wasn't given the product she asked for. Mrs. Hughes gave her plain flour, and then Mrs. Patmore keeps talking until Mrs. Hughes yells, "Enough!" promising her that she will bring the self-rising flour. Imagine Mrs. Patmore and Mrs. Hughes fighting like that. In the further seasons, they grew to be very close, and I'm actually glad this scene wasn't included. Do you guys think the scene deserved to be deleted? Let us know before we continue with a scene of the kitchen staff wandering out on a beautiful evening when Thomas says some bad things about Mrs. Hughes and Robert Crawley. The following sequence features actress Rose Leslie's character taking care of Anna. I think this scene should have been included. Do you? Here are 2 crazy facts you probably didn't know. Each episode of the series cost an average of £1 million or $1.3 million to produce. Jim Carter, the actor who plays Butler Mr. Carson, is married in real life to actress Imelda Staunton. She's mostly known thanks to her role as Dolores Umbridge in the Harry Potter series. Staunton made an appearance in the Downton movie as Maud Bagshaw. The next deleted scene we'll discuss is one with Robert Crawley and Mr. Carson. In it, Robert is apologizing, in his own way, to Carson for making a scene at dinner. We can't remember what exactly happened in this episode or why Robert was angry at the staff members. But anyway, Robert adds that he doesn't want Branson to be upset and asks what they would do if Lady Cibil turns political. Why do so many fans hate Carson? I mean, I really want to know because I adore him and he was one of my favorite characters. Although I have to agree that sometimes he fits the description of a hypocrite. But what do you guys think of him? Also, do you believe the theory of him being Lady Mary's real father? Let us know before we discuss this deleted scene with Cibil. In it, she's seen going somewhere. Can you guess where she was going? Yes, that's right. She's going to talk with Isabel Crawley. She goes to Isabel to talk about politics, of course. Isabel tells her that she shouldn't go on election night because the previous experience Cibil had with politics was frightening enough. Isabel then asks Cibil what would Robert say if she goes to the event, to which Cibil replies, he hates politics, and he's a peer. To be honest, Isabel and Cibil were probably the only two women who fought for women's rights in the first seasons of the series. Lady Edith became a supporter later. Their conversation is interrupted by Matthew Crawley. According to some fans, the actor who played Matthew, Dan Stevens, acted worse in the last episodes. Do you guys agree? I would have loved it if the creators included more scenes with Lady Cibil. She really was the best daughter of the Crawley family. Lady Mary and Lady Edith were always fighting, and we rarely saw them supporting each other. Lady Mary almost ruined Edith's chance for happiness, but Mrs. Hughes and Mr. Carson discussing Thomas and Sarah O'Brien's crimes. Hughes and Carson agree to gather everyone around and question them. We also know that you need to smash that subscribe button and notification bell so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. Here's another fun fact. Elizabeth McGovern, the actress who played Cora in the series and the two films, is the lead singer of a band called Sadie and the Hotheads. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel like almost all of these deleted scenes should have been included in the series. Most of them are emotional and heartwarming, so it would have been nice to see the Crawleys showing more emotions. Maybe the creator of the series, Julian Fellows, would include such scenes in the potential third installment. Who knows? See you in the next video!